Welcome back to another episode of Pick of the Week, where I look back at the past week of hockey and discuss things that caught my attention. Let's get right into it. And I want to start off by talking a bit about Artemi Panarin and how he has taken the Rangers on his back and is playing at a Hart level right now and how important he is to the Rangers. And I want to do that by looking back at this past week, obviously, but also the week before that, because for me, he's the main reason the Rangers actually have a realistic chance of making the playoffs. So looking back at the Rangers since February 19th, they went on a 5-game win streak which was broken on Friday against the Flyers, and last night they lost to the Flyers again. And by the way, I have to say the Flyers are looking really good right now. They're on a great run here. But it's quite easy to see why the Rangers have been doing so well, and it's thanks to their Russian superstar. 12 points in those 7 games, and he's currently on a 13-game point streak. And I mean, for example, this isn't his best highlight, but look at this pass. Sure, the goal is a lucky bounce, but that pass with that power and precision is just wow. So it's quite easy to understand why he's racking up the points and the assists. He's currently second in the league for assists, so there's that. But I also want to give a quick shout out to Mika Zibanejad, because he has been tearing it up as well. He's got 7 goals in these past 7 games and 13 points. But when I look at the Rangers, I see a team that can definitely make the playoffs. Having Panarin as Zibanejad is incredible in itself, but when you have what is probably the best young goaltender in the world, Shesterkin was playing incredible before he was in that car accident on trade deadline day, and Tony DeAngelo on the defensive end, a great prospect and already a very good player. Things are looking bright, and I can really see them making the playoffs, and if they do, I think I would have Panarin as my Hart nominee. He's been that good. When you look at his stats, 90 points in 64 games, that's insane. It's significantly better than anyone else on the Rangers. Zibanejad is next on 65 points, but he's been injured this season and is on a really good point per game of 1.25, but it's not close to Panarin's incredible 141, which puts him 3rd in the league for points per game. Panarin is also 4th overall in the league for points, and out of the players in the top 10, he's got the best plus-minus. And I know plus-minus not really relevant or the best stat to use, but it does tell you something, and you can compare that to Leon Draisaitl, who is leading the point scoring rate with 102 points, and he's on -10. And Panarin also has the 2nd least powerplay points out of the top 10, and he has the most even strength points in the league, which makes his point total really impressive. So Panarin right now would definitely be my top 3 for the Hart, along with McKinnon and probably McDavid, but if the Rangers make the playoffs, he'll have my vote. Now let's talk about Bobby Ryan's return after spending 3 months in the NHL Players Assistance Program for alcohol abuse. So this was just incredible. Obviously Bobby Ryan hadn't played for 3 months after going to the assistance program, and coming back and scoring a hat trick in your return and having all the fans cheering you on and giving you a standing ovation must have been so incredible for Ryan. Substance abuse is such a heavy subject, and Bobby Ryan was so brave for going there in the first place, because obviously it will become a thing that gets out to the media, and when you're going through something like this, I don't think you would want it going out in the public. And he even said himself that the media coverage was something that made him not want to do it, but he decided to do it, and he deserves so much respect, and he should be so proud of his progress, and I really hope he can have a good end to the season now, and I tip my hat to Ryan and I wish him well for the future. Moving on to some international hockey, to the SHL, here's something that will make Rangers fans very happy and excited for the future. Their prospect Nils Lundkvist has set a new record in the SHL. So this week, he broke the record for most points by an under-20 defenseman in the SHL ever in a single season. So the previous record was 24 points, and he broke that on Tuesday, and he has since improved it and is now on 27 points in 40 games, which is insane. It puts him 7th overall for defenseman in the league with the 4th best point per game, and he's playing on the best team in the SHL as well, and he's playing a lot. He's averaging 20 minutes per game, which is the 2nd most on the team, so he's been a key part in their success this season. He's also the best point scorer of all under 20 players in the league, so he is the real deal. And the SHL playoffs are starting in about 3 weeks, so if you're a Rangers fan or just want to watch one of the best defensive prospects outside of North America playing in real pressure cooker situations, I recommend you mark down March 20th, or I might make a video about it when it actually starts. If the interest is there, let me know in the comments. Of course, this week there were also some injuries, and some big ones. Steven Stamkos will be out for about 2 months with a core muscle injury, and this is a really heavy blow for Tampa. Obviously losing your captain and one of your best players absolutely stinks, but they should be fine. I mean, they're one of the best teams in the league, and I don't think they'll collapse without him, and he'll come back at some point during the first round or ahead of the second round if they can make it past the first round. So it's definitely not panic mode in Tampa, as they have a lot of other players that can produce as well. Maybe their deadline acquisition Barclay Goodrow can step up and be a massive points producer. Obviously I'm joking, I think Tampa will be fine. Losing Stamkos sucks, but they're a good team with good depth, so they'll be fine. But that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. And tell me what you think about the things I brought up in the comments below. And I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.